Okay, Module 3. So now we're going to look at the history of co-ops. So the objectives here is to gain awareness of the history of co-ops globally, to look at the origins of co-ops in the US, and also, of course, to look at the growth of co-ops in Nova Scotia, as well as the rest of Canada. So co-ops really got their start in Scotland. It's called the Rochdale Pioneers in Edinburgh, Scotland, and they're credited with starting the very first co-op in 1761. Meanwhile, in Germany, they actually formed credit unions, which were at the time known as financial cooperatives or people's banks, and that started in 1862. So you can see these institutions have been around for a very long time. So when you look through the lecture notes, I'm not going to go through all the history here. You can read that for yourself. So basically, we start with the UK and Germany, and then you look at the overview of cooperatives in the US. And finally, we highlight the Canadian scene and Nova Scotia's role in developing the cooperative movement. And certainly cooperatives in Nova Scotia started in Antigonish in the early 1900s, and it's really interesting to read the article in the module about the Antigonish movement and listen to the video there. And all the other videos that I'm referring to, you'll be pleased to know they're not of me. They're other people are doing those videos. So when you look at Quebec, the largest cooperative there, one of the largest, are their credit unions, which is known as Desjardins. Desjardins is a massive financial institution, and certainly Nova Scotia was inspired by this, and a lot of the credit unions were created after, the Desjardins model. So when exploring, though, cooperatives, it's important to understand it's more than just the white history, and acknowledge that cooperatives have been employed, though, as tools to meet basic needs in response to racially exclusive context. So there's articles about that as well. So I encourage you to read the articles and have a listen to the videos. All the videos I have included in this course, aside from my own, because I seem to be a bit of a chatterbox. My videos are longer, but all the others, thankfully, are very short, 3 to 5 minutes. So the information, its history might sound boring, but it's actually really interesting reading, and it's important really in gaining an understanding of how and why co-ops developed. Okay, so that concludes Module 3.